Yeah, so this is a great session, maximizing revenue in an on-demand world.
Yeah, I thought it was really great as well. I mean, a lot of good points were brought up. A lot of the publishers had a lot to say about how they can figure out how to monetize. Mobile is definitely hard, and a lot of variations, I think, of what we heard today.
Yeah, I think they were talking about hundreds of thousands of combinations as opposed to, a couple hundred for desktop.
Absolutely.
So mobile is obviously a different ecosystem.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing that came up was this idea of prime time being gone. Like there is no prime time, it's happening all the time. And so your audience is wherever your audience is.
Yeah, and I think publishers are able to, as Viacom and Forbes and other publishers said, they can create their own prime time. So there really wasn't that need anymore, and audiences are more difficult to find because there aren't, IDs that work across platforms. I think that's going to be difficult to solve.
Well, iOS being unsolvable at the moment, and cookie syncing not really working. So there's really a dearth of data on mobile. That's the one problem. But I saw Forbes' solution was they sell direct, so they don't even really worry about how the impressions get delivered, even though they're 75, 80% mobile. They're like, hey, you're buying an audience, wherever the audience is, that's what you get.
Exactly.
So I thought that was, they're one of the few publishers I think aren't worried about it the same way other publishers are. Like, at Trunk, we're very concerned about targeting.
Yes.
I'd say we get so much programmatic business that we can't do that direct approach.
Yeah, and for us as an exchange, I think the tracking, the data that's available is really difficult to track in a mobile environment. So device IDs, and as you're saying, cookies. And so how do you solve that? And I think it also came back to the creatives.
Oh yeah. There was a great point about I think it was Forbes again who said that they went out and they pitched a whole bunch of folks on a lean ad experience and say, hey, we're going to keep those ads under 500K so people have a better experience because people were using ad blockers. That was the theme last year, big theme last year, and there were no takers.
Yeah.
Not a single brand or agency was willing to actually keep their creative under a certain size to protect that experience. And so it's a hard place because publishers want to have a great experience for their visitors, but brands and agencies don't really seem to want to play ball. And so we're kind of stuck where the content shows up fast, and then the creative, especially on rich media or other things on mobile, shows up later, so it's more intrusive and not a great experience.
Well, I agree, and also video was one of the things that came up in terms of some of the things that we need to make more seamless in that environment. It seems like people agreed that video was a format to be reckoned with. It could work across platforms and all of that, but then can you get the advertiser to understand how to do that and how to make sure that the video is unique to the platform? I think content providers do a good job of that. The advertisers have not quite followed suit.
Yeah, I think video is that one place where they think one size fits all more so than not. And I'd say in most cases they're right, and they're searching for more and more video, but we're seeing examples where it doesn't hold true.
Yeah, and I think also we looked at premium. What do you do to create premium content? I think premium in a programmatic world is audiences, finding the right user, the right time, the demographics, but also today it's back to content being king. And so premium in those eyes it's the premium brand, the things that you're used to, the MTV or the Forbes, the people who are buying packages. Right. And we're back to sponsorship and packages, which is not quite a programmatic sell.
No, there's definitely a tension between the direct sold and the programmatic sold and the needs of each kind of buy. Not just the margin, which we love direct sales over programmatic, but also I think the function of creative and how you integrate, and of course doing things that are totally custom.
Absolutely. I think that was really the end, was how do you get a scalable solution that has so many variations? Began the session with saying mobile is hard. And I think
Mobile's
the complexity.
I think the number was 60 times harder. I don't know where he came, 20 times harder. I don't know how they came up with that number.
Absolutely, but I think
harder.
it's got to be now at the agency, at the brand level, all the way through the trading desks, and the DSPs, and publishers I think are more than willing to do the work. I just believe that they need the help from the creative side of the house in order to make those things more seamless.
Yeah, agreed.
Great.
I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, it was a great session. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.